The 2022 year is coming to a close, bringing an end to a year full of Nebraska sports news. Hail Varsity has a recap of some of the standout Husker stories from the year. In January, volleyball started the year with news that setter and defensive specialist Nicklin Hames was staying for another season. The team also added middle blocker Caitlin Horde to the roster for her final year of eligibility. Nebraska track and field brought home 6 titles from the Big Ten Indoor Championships in February. This is the most the team has won since 2013. The month of March saw several Husker moments. The women's basketball team made it to the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. The team also traveled to Louisville, Kentucky to compete in the first round of the NCAA tournament as the number 8 seed, but lost in the first round. The women's gymnastics team finished second in Session 1 of the Big Ten Championships in Columbus, Ohio. The swimming and diving team had 3 divers represent the Huskers at the NCAA Zone D Championships in Madison, Wisconsin. 1 swimmer also competed for the team at the NCAA Championships in Atlanta, Georgia. The wrestling team finished 5th with a score of 59.5 points in the NCAA Championships held in Detroit. In April, the bowling team competed in the NCAA Bowling Championship Regionals. The team ended their season in the championship match of the regional, having claimed 5 tournament titles throughout the season. During May, the softball team won their first Big Ten tournament championship title. Nebraska beat Michigan 3-1. Jumping forward to August, the Nebraska football team traveled to Dublin, Ireland for their season opener against Northwestern. The Huskers ultimately lost the game 31-28. In September, Nebraska football head coach Scott Frost was fired, and Mickey Joseph was named interim head coach for the rest of the season. The Huskers went through an adjustment period as the search for a new head coach began. The volleyball team played in front of an NCAA record crowd in their match against Creighton in Omaha. The Huskers beat the Blue Jays in 5 sets. Also in September, Coach John Cook recorded his 800th career win when Nebraska swept Michigan State. To start off November, the Nebraska soccer team advanced to the Big Ten tournament semifinals where they lost to Michigan 2-1. The volleyball team had their 300th consecutive regular season sellout at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. The Nebraska football team finished the season with a win over their rival, the Iowa Hawkeyes, for the first time in 8 years. A few days after the win, Matt Rule was announced as the new head coach of Husker football. In December, the men's basketball team defeated Creighton 63-53. This was the team's first win over the Blue Jays in Omaha since 2004. The volleyball team competed in the NCAA tournament, advancing to the Sweet 16 where they lost to Oregon in a 5-set match. Nebraska women's basketball topped number 20 Kansas in triple overtime with a score of 85-79. Thanks for watching, reading, and more as Hail Varsity covered Husker sports during 2022. Make sure to subscribe to Hail Varsity on our website, YouTube, and other social media platforms while we continue coverage of Nebraska sports in the new year.